We have to win a historic victory for Republicans on Tuesday. 2 days from now, you have the chance to re-elect an incredible champion of Florida workers and families. He really is. I got to know Marco so well. And we did. We admit it. We talked. We had a rough campaign together. He was tough. He was smart. But I got to know him really as president. And we did great together. We did incredible things together for the Hispanic community, but for every community. And he's incredible. He's an incredible guy. He's a true conservative warrior who gets the job done. Marco Rubio gets the job done. Marco was one of the driving forces, and absolutely a driving force, behind our tax cuts, the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country, bigger than the Reagan tax cuts many decades before. And he was fighting to double the child tax credit. In fact, I would say, Marco, take it easy, please. Take it easy. He felt so strongly about that one, right? Along with Ivanka. But they fought for it, and they got it, and we got it, and I'm very happy we did. He was also instrumental in creating the Paycheck Protection Program, which saved and protected 6 million Florida jobs from the China virus. That was a good one. Marco Rubio worked hand in hand with my administration to reform the VA. He loves the vets. Take care of our veterans, reduce the price of insulin for Florida seniors. You see the low prices? That's because of us. The low prices, they never thought they were going to see those numbers for Florida seniors, and stand up to the Cuban and Venezuelan dictatorships and protect the beautiful Florida Everglades. He did all of this. He did so much, and he did a lot more. And he doesn't want credit. I said, Marco, you got to take credit for some of these things. But he did a lot of these things, some of them single-handedly. Marco is endorsed by practically every police and law enforcement organization, right, in the state of Florida. And he is truly a candidate, and the candidate for law and order. Marco is running against radical Democrat Val Demings. She's cratering. She's cratering, by the way. Her campaign is cratering, I hope at least. We'll find out on Tuesday. It better be cratering, or we have problems in this state, in this country. But she's voted with Biden and crazy Nancy Pelosi 100% of the time over the last 2 years. Demings voted for every single one of Joe Biden's inflation-causing spending bills, one of the big reasons for inflation. She voted no on the border wall. Can you imagine? No, we don't want a border wall. Let the people come into our country. She sued us. She was one of the people that sued us on the border wall. We don't want a border wall. She voted yes on funding for deadly sanctuary cities, and she supported gutting my Title 42 protection at the border, where people were not allowed to come into our country. They weren't allowed. Demings praised left-wing riots as a beautiful sight. She said, oh, what a beautiful sight, as they burned down Portland and lots of other places. And people were being killed, as you know. They were being killed. You take a look at what's happened. You take a look at the travesty of what they've done to some of these cities. And she also voted for an $8.2 trillion tax hike, the largest, that would be the largest tax hike in the history of our country. On top of all that, she was one of the crazy Nancy Pelosi's handpicked impeachment managers. She walked in so proudly, we're going to impeach the president, for a phone call that was perfect. Congratulations on your victory, Mr. President. Let's impeach him for that. These people are stone cold crazy. Val Demings is a radical left maniac. You need Marco Rubio fighting for you in the U.S. Senate. He is fantastic.